G'day everyone, welcome to Australia, a place where the land tells stories of both wonder and challenge. Australia is a land of breathtaking beauty, stretching from our sparkling coastlines to the vast ancient outback. Here, you'll find unique animals and plants that exist nowhere else on Earth, thriving in environments shaped by millennia of sun, wind and rain. Our landscapes are as diverse as our people, and every corner of this country holds its own secrets and wonders. But this land also has a wild side. Fire has shaped our environment for thousands of years. From the earliest days, fire has been both a destroyer and a creator, clearing old growth and making way for new life. Many native plants actually rely on fire to regenerate, with seeds that only sprout after intense heat. Yet, today's fires are different, bigger, hotter and more dangerous than ever before, threatening the delicate balance of our ecosystems. In January 2026, Victoria faced another devastating bushfire, turning blue skies orange and filling the air with thick, choking smoke. Towns and suburbs were blanketed, and the sense of uncertainty was felt by all. This is the new reality of the Australian bushfire crisis, a test of our strength, resilience, and the bonds that hold our communities together. It's not just about flames, it's about people, wildlife, and the spirit that unites us in times of hardship. Every life touched by fire tells a story of courage and hope. As we reflect on Victoria's fires, we must learn from the land, listen to those who have come before us, and come together to protect our home for future generations. Our future depends on how we care for this beautiful country and each other, standing together, rebuilding, and nurturing the land that sustains us all. These fires weren't caused by a single spark, nor were they the result of just one unlucky event. Instead, they erupted from a perfect storm of dangerous conditions that had been building for weeks, even months. A relentless, punishing heatwave baked southeastern Australia, with temperatures soaring to record highs. Walpup hit a staggering 45.9 degrees, and Melbourne reached 40.9 degrees, shattering previous records and leaving communities sweltering. The land became a tinderbox, bone-dry and brittle, while fierce winds up to 90 km/h whipped through the bush, turning already dangerous conditions into the perfect recipe for disaster. Authorities issued catastrophic fire danger warnings, signalling that if a fire started, it would be nearly impossible to control, and urging communities to prepare for the worst. All it took was a single spark, whether from lightning, a piece of machinery, or a stray ember carried by the wind, and fires exploded across the landscape, spreading with terrifying speed. Winds carried burning embers for kilometers, igniting new fires in an instant and overwhelming firefighters' efforts to contain the blazes. Our changing climate is making these extreme conditions more common, with longer droughts, hotter summers, and more frequent heat waves putting Australia at greater risk every year. In fact, 2025 was Australia's fourth warmest year on record, setting the stage for disaster and highlighting a worrying trend that shows no sign of slowing down. Experts now link these unprecedented heat waves and severe fire seasons directly to the global climate crisis, warning that such events will only become more frequent and intense. The Victorian fires are a stark reminder. Climate change has real, devastating consequences right here at home, affecting families, communities, and the very land we depend on. The fires moved with terrifying speed, turning over 300,000 hectares of bushland into blackened wasteland. This land was home to wildlife, ancient trees, and the farms that feed us. More than 130 structures, including homes and farm buildings, were destroyed, devastating families and communities. In Ruffy, at least 20 homes and the local school were lost, erasing years of memories in hours. Power lines melted, leaving 38,000 homes and businesses in darkness. No lights, no refrigeration, no way to contact loved ones. The Longwood fire alone burned 130,000 hectares, destroying vineyards and livelihoods. For many, generations of hard work vanished overnight. The emotional and economic toll is immense, and recovery will take years. Yet, even in loss, communities begin the long journey to rebuild. As danger grew, saving lives became the top priority. Urgent evacuation orders forced families to leave everything behind, not knowing if they'd return to their homes. Evacuation centres offered shelter, food, and support, becoming lifelines for thousands. Fires moved so fast that major roads closed, cutting off escape routes and causing confusion. Train and bus services were cancelled, and authorities worked around the clock to keep people safe. State parks and campgrounds were closed to prevent more tragedies. Total fire bans and strict closures were necessary to protect lives above all else. In crisis, every decision focused on keeping people out of harm's way. The fire's toll on Australia's unique wildlife is heartbreaking. Koalas, kangaroos, and countless other animals were caught in the flames, many unable to escape. Even outside the fire zones, extreme heat killed hundreds of flying fox pups, vital pollinators for our forests. Wildlife rescue groups and hospitals braced for an influx of injured animals. Across the country, people left out water for thirsty wildlife, a simple act that saved lives. Rescuers risked their safety to treat burns, dehydration, and smoke inhalation. Recovery for these animals is long and uncertain as their habitats are destroyed. Their struggle is a powerful symbol of the fire's devastation. Our compassion and action are crucial for their survival. In crisis, our heroes wear yellow. Thousands of firefighters battled the flames day and night. They faced walls of fire, choking smoke, and unpredictable winds to protect lives and homes. Government and emergency services coordinated a massive response, deploying aircraft, machinery, and personnel. Real-time alerts kept the public informed and safe. Ambulance Victoria declared its highest emergency level, focusing resources on life-threatening cases. Firefighters used every tactic, water bombing, containment lines, and direct attacks, to slow the infernos. The fight is relentless and exhausting, but their courage inspires us all. These men and women risk everything to keep our communities safe. Amid devastation, the Australian spirit shines. Mateship, generosity, and resilience. Neighbours checked on each other, businesses donated supplies, and volunteers created safe havens in evacuation centres. Acts of kindness, meals, shelter, a listening ear, brought comfort to those who lost everything. Fundraising appeals and donations poured in from across the country and the world. Farmers offered land for displaced livestock, and families found temporary homes for pets. People everywhere left out water for wildlife, showing care for all living creatures. This wave of support sends a powerful message. No one faces this alone. Our unity and compassion are our greatest strengths. Together, we begin to heal. The Victorian fires echo the Black Summer of 2019 to 2020, a catastrophic season etched in our collective memory. That summer, flames swept across vast stretches of land, destroying homes, wildlife, and entire communities. The devastation was felt far beyond the firegrounds, leaving scars on the Australian landscape and psyche. These megafires are no longer rare, they're becoming a regular part of Australian summers. Each year, the threat grows, and the fire season stretches longer, impacting more people and places than ever before. Prolonged drought, record heat, and dry winds are happening more often, forcing us to rethink how we live with fire. Our environment is changing, and so must our approach to safety and resilience. Scientists warn that climate change is driving more frequent and intense bushfires. Their research shows a clear link between rising global temperatures and the increasing severity of fire events. A warmer planet means more heat waves and drier landscapes, perfect fuel for fires. As the climate shifts, the risk of catastrophic bushfires grows, threatening both rural and urban communities. The events in Victoria are not random, they're a direct result of a changing climate. The evidence is clear in the blackened forests and altered weather patterns we now see. We must prepare better, not just respond, rethinking how and where we build and how we manage our land. Proactive planning and smarter land management are essential for protecting lives and property. Indigenous knowledge, honed over thousands of years, offers vital lessons for living safely in a fire-prone country. Their traditional practices can help us restore balance and reduce risk. Understanding this new pattern is crucial for our future. By learning from the past and embracing innovation, we can adapt to the challenges ahead. The time to act is now. Our choices today will shape the safety and resilience of generations to come. Even as the fires burn, hope emerges from the resilience of the Australian people. Communities are determined to rebuild, support each other, and heal the land. Nature, too, will recover, green shoots will appear, and life will return to the blackened bush. This crisis is a call to action. We must address the root causes of these fires. Serious action on climate change, renewable energy, reducing emissions, is essential for a safer future. The journey to rebuild homes and restore communities will be long, but we walk it together. The courage of firefighters, kindness of volunteers, and unbreakable spirit of Australians light the way. We will learn, adapt, and rebuild. Our love for this country and each other will guide us. Australia's future depends on what we do next.